Aston Villa have officially sacked Dean Smith after quite an amazing tenure, keeping them up in the Premier League, having a very good year last year, and winning the championship and coming up with Jack Grealish and making one of the biggest stars in English football and the best player in England at this current time and moment, has officially been sacked from Aston Villa. After I made a video a couple days ago about Paulo Fonseca maybe joining Aston Villa, it has officially happened where Dean Smith has been sacked. I know a lot of Aston Villa fans said in the comments they didn't believe he would officially get the sack, but after 5 losses in a row, Aston Villa have officially given the sack to Dean Smith, and it is a very controversial call from Aston Villa, but it is probably the right move after a bunch of losses on the trot. Losing to Southampton was really the nail in the coffin, obviously, yesterday when they looked abysmal. And of course, they did play 4 unbelievable teams before that game, so it wasn't a easy stretch for Dean Smith, but he needed to pick up some wins against a very tough Arsenal side, Tottenham, who have been abysmal of late, against Wolves, and against West Ham, all losing. But against Southampton was the nail in Dean Smith's coffin, and he has finally been sacked from Aston Villa, and it is about time he has been sacked. Personally, I think he's an amazing manager. Jack Grealish said it himself earlier this morning. But personally, I think it is time. With the squad and the investment he had this summer, I just think it is time for him to go. And it was the right decision for me for Aston Villa to sack Dean Smith. If you look at who's out there in the market and who would possibly come in, it is the moment you have to sack him. With a guy like Paulo Fonseca out, also managers on the list to come in as potential targets are Kasper Hjulmand from Denmark and Thomas Frank from Brentford are all rumored on the potential manager list, as with Paulo Fonseca, who is currently a free agent manager without a club, who is the most likely to be landed at Aston Villa. And there's managers being rumored everywhere, and now also Norwich having manager issues themselves. But Aston Villa need to find a manager quickly because they have such an amazing squad that they should be higher up in this table, and they need to get it quick because sitting so low down the table, Aston Villa are a team that should be challenging for Europa League, for Europa Conference League, and currently down in 16th place on 10 points. Yes, this league is so tight that a couple wins and they're back right in the 10th, 9-ish spot, which you only need about 17 points right now to slip into Europa League Conference. But they got to get in there quick. We've seen how good Leon Bailey is, and Dean Smith has not been able to get the best out of him. Leon Bailey is a terrific baller. Of course, he was injured earlier on the season, bringing in a top-class striker of Danny Ings, who is going to score you bags and bags of goals. Having a guy like Ollie Watkins, having a great midfield of Douglas Luiz and John McGinn, having tremendous center backs in Axel Tuanzebe, Konza, House. You have Tyrone Mings back there, an amazing right wing back in Matty Cash. This team is filled with so much talent, and the fact that he is so low down in 16th, I understand that he had trouble with injuries, with a lot of his players going down injured earlier on in the season, but you still got to be able to get the best out of your team. And the fact that he hasn't been able to get the best out of this Aston Villa team is a real shame because we do know the quality of Dean Smith, and he is such a good manager. But the players he brought in, the squad he has, there is no chance he should be getting this little out of the team when you have a player like Watkins, Buendia, Bailey, El Ghazi, such a great team, and you're getting beaten by Southampton. It is not right, and I think Paulo Fonseca would be the right man. I've talked about it in my other video. I think Paulo Fonseca would be perfect to jump into this job. He'd be able to fit into a 3-in-the-back system straight away, which is what he loves to do. And of course, Thomas Frank would be an amazing fit, but I just don't see Thomas Frank leaving Brentford at this moment in time. I think he's going to make a dynasty at Brentford unless a massive club somehow bribes Thomas Frank to get out of there. Of course, we know Aston Villa have a lot of money, but Thomas Frank would not do that. He loves the project at Brentford, and he's been a part of it for so long. And if you're looking at the Denmark manager, Kasper Hjulmand, I just don't think he will leave Denmark. He could join, but I think having Paulo Fonseca on the market, he's a free agent, he's available. I think you got to go out and get Paulo Fonseca. He'd fit perfectly into this side. Unfortunately for Dean Smith, I do think he's going to find himself a club very fast. Like I said, Norwich is looking at a manager. I don't think Norwich will land Dean Smith. I think Dean Smith will find a job very fast. But I do think Norwich are looking at the Chelsea legend Frank Lampard, which I'll make a video on later on. But even Newcastle, for me, should turn their eye to Dean Smith instead of Eddie Howe. I love Eddie Howe, but Dean Smith is a fantastic manager. He's just had a rough season of trying to cope without Jack Grealish and having one of the best players in the world without you. But There is some tremendous talent in this Aston Villa side, and if you can hire a manager like Paulo Fonseca and get someone in the door very fast, they could easily challenge for Europa League competition or Europa Conference with how tight this league is right now and how much the bigger teams have fallen off, like Manchester United, Tottenham, but Arsenal look amazing. This is going to be an interesting time for Aston Villa. It'll all depend on who the manager is that they bring in, but it needs to be quick so they can challenge for the top half and the Europa League conference spots. But guys, make sure to drop a sub and drop a like and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you think it was the right decision to sack Dean Smith. I know we had a couple great opinions on Aston Villa when I made my Paulo Fonseca video. So let me know what you guys think about Dean Smith being sacked. I'm sure we'll have some strong opinions in the comments. I'd love to hear all of them, and it would be great to talk to you guys and get to know what you guys have to think about the Dean Smith sacking and who you guys think is the right man for the job to take Aston Villa forward. Make sure to drop a sub, guys. We're pushing for 300 subscribers before the end of the week. Let me know what you guys think about the sacking of Dean Smith, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.